Greetings, I'm Kilter, your DM for tonight's adventures in Waterdeep. Here along with my players, Sea Spray playing Hollow Beak Tapper, the Kenku Monk, Karis, who will not be joining us tonight, playing Ash Rivershade, a Wood Elf Rogue, Deadly playing Merrick Goodbarrel, a Halfling Ranger, Sick Boy playing Kagrak Wound Healer, a Burbog Druid, and Spartan Red Mountain, half-orc sorcerer. As always, you'll be able to interact with the game using the commands down below under the credits section or by donating to Extra Life Goals. So, without anything else, let's go ahead and jump into the game. All right, so to recap what's happened last week, Troll Skull Alley got some new residents. It was welcomed warmly to the neighborhood. Let's see. Neverwinter kind of helped cover some of the initial fees for the guild, but they still need to get a loan to pay off the rest of the guild for the refurbication of Troll Skull Manor. Right. So, I recall last you guys were in Troll Skull Manor, and an individual had just gotten thrown across the room, and the words "last call" spelled out in the dust on the bar.
Yep.
Well, actually, we've progressed a little bit further than that because we headed out and we went to speak to the carpenter at the Bent Nail. We spoke to him, and then we needed to go to two other places. We wanted to go to a Temple of Kellenborg, and then we needed to go get some clothes.
That's right. Yep, I thought the whole ghost thing happened after the Bent Nail, but all right. Okay. So the party has now joined back up all together. Eric is now back with you. And Ash has mysteriously disappeared yet again.
That child is somewhat unreliable.
Hey, Falk.
Very well. Well,
are we sticking together or are we splitting up?
Well, the two places we need to go are one of the places we all need to go to anyway, and the other place is.
Oh yeah. We need all clothes, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think we should go and speak to the people at the Temple of Kellenborg first.
Yep, definitely.
Agreed.
Okay. To the temple.
All right. So you guys make your way to the temple. It's not too hard to find it. The whole part of the City of the Dead is pretty much run by knights. So a temple is pretty easy to find around there.
Okay. Yep, heading in. Red will just look for anybody that looks like an acolyte or a priest.
All right. It's not hard to find. There's a couple of people tending to the garden outside and everything. A couple looking after flower pots inside and stuff as well.
Okay. Yep, Red will approach and say, pleasant morning to you.
And to you. How may I help you this fine day?
Well, my companions and I have just come into possession of a certain manor, and we're looking at renovating it into turning it into a business and somewhere for us to live. However, it's come to our attention that there may be a malevolent spirit there. There have been a couple of sort of unexplained accidents and occurrences, things like trapdoors that suddenly close on their own and refuse to open despite the fact that there's no lock, or any sort of sign of any damage to the hinges or mechanism. And just today, in fact, while members of the guild were doing some renovations, one of them was hurled across the room and quite badly injured, and a message was scrolled on the on the top of the bar, to it's just saying "last call." Perhaps it's somebody that died at the property or somebody with some sort of tie to it. I couldn't say, but yeah, we were hoping that the Temple of Kellenvor would be able to offer some advice and perhaps some assistance in dealing with this.
It does sound like you may have Spectre or Poltergeist in there. I believe we could possibly send a priest or cleric over when they get a free moment, if you like, or you may be able to just deal with it yourself if you have the means. Could try conversing with it if you can get it. Well, if it's attacking people, it may be kind of harder to converse with it, but it's a possibility and see if we can figure out what it wants.
Indeed. Well, that's another reason we came to the temple. I myself am a practitioner of the arcane arts. However, I possess no magics that allow me to speak with those past. And rather than risk more people being hurled across rooms and accidents that may lead to more dangerous consequences, I was hoping that perhaps one of your acolytes or priests would be able to lend us a hand.
Yes, I can look into it and see if we have anyone available to make their way over.
Excellent. We do have another stop to make before we head back, but we should be at the property. It's Trollskull Manor, by the way, over in Trollskull Alley. We should be back there within a few hours, although this evening we are invited to an event.
Okay.
So any time between a couple of hours and this evening would be ideal.
Okay, so Troll Skull Manor, you said. I will see if I
Yes.
can send someone out. Like I said, if they become available today. If not, maybe first thing in the morning at the latest, as it does seem. You said you were renovating it, right? So people are there working on the.
Yes, that's correct. There should be people there over the course of the next 10 days.
Oh, okay. So then we should be able to enter the establishment without too much of an issue. Yes, I will find someone and send them to as soon as I possibly can.
I appreciate that. A good day to you.
And to you.
And Red will turn and leave, unless somebody has anything else that they would like to ask the priest.
All right.
Nope.
All right then. Let's go find an upscale clothier.
All right.
Okay. With it being formal wear, I guys think that's best place to find fine clothing might be in the castle. If you could search around to see if you can find any other places. Investigation check.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll spend a little bit of time seeing if we can find a slightly cheaper option for some formal wear. If not, then to the castle ward, I suppose. I'll quite happily aid somebody if somebody else wants to take the lead on finding someone.
Well, I'm clueless. I have no idea where would be the best idea. Maybe Merrick?
Okay. Well, Hallow rolled an investigation, but Merrick as well. We can work as a concerted effort. So I guess Merrick could have my aid. So
I can try, but we roll investigation.
Yep.
yeah, but you've got help from me as well.
So with advantage. Already started looking.
And my things aren't working. Oh no, there we go. And scroll down.
If you get a hold of the map of two, you go ahead and roll time. Okay.
We found shit.
Yeah. So you guys search around dock wards and everything. You actually come across a place that has some rather nice garments that may pass as formal wear.
Maypath?
It would be maybe like last season's or something. So still formal wear, but maybe not the most trendy of fashions.
How upscale is this opera? Is it like cream of the crop type people, like this season, not last?
It's Waterdeep has its nobles who are very, posh, I guess would be a good way to put it.
Yeah, I think Waterdeep's like the at the cutting edge of fashion in Forgotten Realms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might not be okay.
Well, you just may be looked down upon, but you can always check and see if you can find stuff that looks suitable,
Sounds good to me.
or just head to the castle ward.
Maybe we should just head to the castle ward.
Is there anything along the way there?
You do find at least one shop that looks like it has stuff that would
Meet requirements.
All right. Red will opt to go to the castle ward to try and find something, but he does think that this might be a good idea to fall back on. But I mean, we don't really know what the prices are either, and we're not exactly flush with coin.
That is
Good
true.
point.
He would just explain that if this is going to be the case, if I'm taking the quote unquote lead on, the tavern idea for Troll Skull Manor, that it wouldn't be too good an image if I turned up wearing like last year's
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
outfits. So at least for himself, he thinks it's probably a good idea to get something a little more formal. Even if we can rent it, they may have that service.
Good idea.
Although somebody red sized it, renting might not be an option. I'll have to see. I guess the same for Kagrak as well.
Yep.
Although as a furbolg, you can change your appearance, right?
Yeah, I can change my size.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Well, I'm
so
still that. I just look smaller. I'm not
Yeah.
actually smaller.
oh, okay. Well, that would be interesting then. Yeah, well, I mean, if anybody wants to grab anything here, or we can just go straight to the castle ward and see what they've got.
Castle ward it is for me.
Castle ward, then.
okay.
Aye, aye.
Hi ho.
right. So you are once you approach the castle ward, you find um, a shop without any actual problem locating it. There's one called Tops and Tails, um, which seems to have a lot of formal wear in the window.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, yeah, let's head in there then.
All right. As you make your way in, as you open the door, you hear a little bell ding, announcing your arrival. And human, kind of young, walks up. He's got a fine garment on and a tape measure around his neck. It says, "Greetings. I am Topaz. How may I help you today?"
Pleasure to meet you. We have an event that we are to attend this evening. However, I feel that our attire is match the scale of the event. We're heading to the opera house.
Oh, nice. I should be able to have garments to kind of looks you guys over and says, huh, um, I should have garments that will fix you, maybe with a little bit of alteration to them. If you follow me over here, and he kind of leads you to the corner where he's got his formal wear, and you can see things of pretty good size, um, some halfling size, mostly human size clothing, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head over there. A lot of this looks quite handy. Did you make all this yourself?
Yes, we make a good portion of it. So we have the fabrics imported in. A couple of different tailors who work here to make sure we stay up to date.
Well, I suppose it pays to be on the bleeding edge of fashion, right?
In Waterdeep, yes.
Well, yeah. If you have anything you think might suit, please allow me to peruse.
Okay. He again looks at you, so sees you being 6 feet. Says, "I believe I may have a garment for you." He goes over, pulls off a couple things off the shelf, and hands it to you. Says, "There's a dressing room over there if you'd like to try it on."
Sure. Before I do, by the way, I'm sure this isn't really a question that somebody working in your profession in this district would get asked very often, but what would the prices on outfits like these sort of runners? As it's not our usual attire, we're not used to buying them. We don't attend formal events every day. This is a special occasion, you understand?
Oh, yes, yes. Typically, they can range from 15 gold to up to 25, depending on how masterworked they may be.
I see. Okay. Yeah, so Red will nod and head over to changing room and try.
Okay, and you see Topaz do the same for each of you.
Do they have something in my size?
He has something that's pretty big. It may need a little bit of altercation or altering to it, but he says
Okay.
that wouldn't be too hard to do.
Okay.
Is
Before this evening?
Says in a Hollow says in a deep voice, "No dresses."
Topaz kind of looks over at you and says, that may cause some inconvenience for us, but I will see what I have."
Red Mounted ponders which deep gruff voice he had actually said that for Hala to have heard it in the first place.
Hollow's gonna tap her beak and nod.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Yeah, I know. All right.
So yeah, so Red will opt for something kind of high end, running. You know, he'll go up to 20 gold.
Okay. The garment that he has actually gotten you is marked as 23 gold pieces. So
That'll work.
for Merrick, he has something. He says this one would probably be about 18 gold.
That should work.
Okay. Hollow, he brings something to you that looks a little mismatched, but should fit you. It says, this, as it is probably not the best matching, I will give you a discount and say 18 gold as well.
Hollow is contemplating whether she wants to be mismatched or matched.
And for Kagrak, he says, with alterations needed, yours will be 23, well, say 25.
Okay. Believe I can handle that.
Okay.
See everything I own, but hey. No, I have a little extra. So yeah, we're good. Do you have a big hat?
Ah, yes, we do have a fine assortment of hats.
Alright, should I get one for like 5 gold? I'd like a big one with a feather.
I see. Depending on Red's outfit, he might be opting for a top.
That would be cool.
Okay. So the outfits pretty much look kind of like the man in yellow here on the tabletop. That would have been, yeah, similar dress for the Kenku if, well, maybe. But the garments are very similar to that as well, just kind of mixed match. Those of you in chat, which know what I'm
Hollow
talking
will
about,
hand over her
it's
gold.
this person here. Okay. He says I can go ahead and wrap these up for you. It will be about an hour to make the alterations for the larger individuals.
Okay.
Shall I have them sent to you, or would you like to come back to get them?
We'll take a walk around, see if we can find out where the. Yeah, we'll take a walk around and we'll be back in.
Excellent. That's most wonderful. I shall see you then.
Look forward
Okay.
to it.
Right, so you guys are now in the castle. What would you like to do?
Well, that was a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you have a weapon stores or anything around?
Yes, you can find different types of armories, blacksmiths, and stuff.
I'd like to buy a sling, a type of ranged weapon.
Okay.
Which I thought it did, but it's not on my sheet anymore.
Yeah, I thought you had bought that last time.
But I don't see it on my.
It maybe you need to drag it, drop it, but it's just one silver piece for a sling.
Really, what else can I use as a range? I think I have it, really.
And bullets are 4 copper for 20.
Alright. I'll get a sling and let's see. Be right back.
All right. All right. So, what would the rest of you like to do?
Well, I'm going to try and find out where just the specific location of the opera house that we
Okay.
see if we can just get a look at the building during the day.
All right. So the looking at the note again, you see that the Light Singer Theater is in the C ward, not the Castle ward.
Oh, okay. In that case, just take a leisurely stroll. Maybe stop off at a tavern for a quick drink and a bite to eat.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around and try to find a tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire.
I'm going to. I'll spend a gold to pay for a tasty meal.
Okay. You're able to find these things to pass the hour.
Okay.
I added the sling to your sheet.
I see that. Thank you.
Okay, head back and to pick up our.
All right. So he has everything ready for you as you arrive. And takes payment and wishes you the best time at the opera for this evening.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And we are opening a bar or an inn in Trollskull Alley. If you'd
That's
like,
right.
want to come
Oh,
by.
sorry.
Oh, no problem. Go ahead. You're the proprietor. I was just putting it out there.
No, I thought you were talking to like us. I didn't realize you were talking to the guy. But no, you go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, so come by anytime. We'll give you a discount, and hope you enjoy the atmosphere. And maybe you can put your goods out for display. That way, you get more business coming your way.
Oh, that is a capital idea. I appreciate the offer. Where is this establishment?
It's in Trollskull Alley, called Trollskull Manor.
Oh, very well. I will look into it and let the other individuals here know.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay, so I guess head back to the manor. Yeah. Try on the outfits, make sure they fit.
Just noticed the picture.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the manor. It seems to be a nice, warm day as the summer heat is starting to roll into the city. You guys make it back to the manor. You see a lot of friendly people kind of nodding to you as you make your way. A very diverse city, Waterdeep is. When you arrive, you see a priest of Kalamar inside talking to a couple of the workers. The worker seems to be a little disgruntled.
Okay. Yeah, I'll approach her. Well, is something the matter?
Uh, I was in the basement fixing some things up down there, and I stumbled upon a set of bones. Um, they were kind of hidden in one of the corners under some loose stones. The priest of Calamart says, "Yes, I've kind of started to examine the bones, and it seems that there are bones of a small child."
I see. Well, certainly sad news.
Yes, unfortunately, I'll have to report this to the City Watch, as this is maybe part of an old case or something that they may need to investigate. Unfortunately, this may delay your opening as well.
Are the bones old? Can you tell? Or are they new or fresh?
I would need to re-examine them. I was kind of uh, put off when they saw that they were the bones of children, but you can always go back downstairs and look.
Did you happen to come across anything with the spectre that was mentioned?
I haven't not even had a chance to look. When I arrived, this individual was talking to the foreman about it, and I went down to examine to see what they were. It's possible that maybe this child is the spirit, but I would have to investigate a little bit more.
I understand. Well, anything we can do to help.
Let me go examine the bones again, see if I can find out any more information.
I shall accompany you. Sometimes strange things happen down there, and while you're examining, at the very least, I can watch.
Okay. So you guys head down into the basement. See, you see a pile of bones wrapped up in cloth, laying near one of the corners. Priest bends down and starts to investigate them. As he does so, he says, "This is odd. Seems to be teeth marks on some of the bones."
Teeth marks. We did encounter a swarm of rats down here. When I don't know if you were told about all of the occurrences, but one of the times the trap door had slammed shut, trapping one of our companions inside, and a swarm of rats just seemed to appear almost out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Could it potentially have been rats, or?
It's possible, but they don't really look like teeth mark from rats. It's oddly more humanoid.
You suspect undead?
I don't really get a sense of any undead, but it's possible. I don't know how. And judging by these bones, they are fairly old, but I'm not sure exactly how old.
Hmm. That's certainly troubling. Hopefully, we can get to the bottom of this as quickly as possible, and maybe give this poor soul some.
Yes, I would nice if we could put the soul to rest that is bugging you. Well, I guess I should investigate the rest of it, see if I can find anything else, any spirits in the area.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure we'll be around if you need anything. Feel free to call us.
Sure thing. And you see him kind of pull out a small kit and start performing rituals in the basement, starting to see if he can get any sense of what might be plaguing the establishment.
Okay, well, with that, I guess head around, see if there's anything I can help with any of the guild members doing anything, if they need anything carrying or moving, whatever in the meantime.
All right. You can see that the laborers are kind of moving around, working on their business, or doing what they're paid to do. The foreman is not there at the moment. Apparently has gone to inform the watch of the incident.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just kind of hang out um, until it's time to get ready to go, get washed up and change and everything.
All right. So as you guys are milling around and everything, one of the laborers, you hear them scream as they fall from top of a ladder. As he hits, you hear a very loud thud and a cracking sound as he howls in pain.
Okay.
Is he outside
yeah,
or
rush.
inside?
Outside.
That's
Oh, outside. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
rush out to see what's going.
Yeah, he's outside on one of the ladders, working on the outside exterior. When you rush out, you see he's surrounded by a couple other workers, and his leg is bent in a very unpleasant and painful-looking position.
Ooh.
all right. I can heal him.
Okay.
Okay, Kagrak, if there's anything you can do for him.
Yep. Cure light wounds on him.
All right. Walking over and examining and casting the spell, you see his bones kind of heal up, and he seems to feel much better.
What happened?
He says, I was just up on the ladder fixing some of the walls and scraping off some of the old paint and everything. I all of a sudden just fell backwards, almost as if I was pushed.
Hmm. Yeah, Red will kind of furrow his brow. So right, easy. He'll turn to the rest of the workers. I think it's best that everybody stop work for now. This is the second incident to occur today. It's led to a fairly severe injury, and I don't want to risk anything worse or any more of you getting hurt. So until we get this situation sorted, um, it's probably best if we just put a pin in the renovations for now.
And as soon as you finish saying that, you hear a voice saying, I agree. Unfortunately, we will have to close down this area to form an investigation, as one of the city watch comes up with the foreman behind you.
Okay, yeah, I'll turn and approach. Yes, we were told that a watchman would need to come to investigate the finding.
Yes, we have to just quarantine off at least the basement area, maybe the first layer here. The areas upstairs should still be able to use if you guys are using it as your residence. We don't want to put you out too much, but there will be guards around the area as we investigate the findings.
Of course, please, this way. I'll show you where they were found. And yeah, lead him down to it, and just basically relay everything that I was told, that they were found here under some loose stones in the corner. With the priest examined it. Oh yeah, did he mention how old they were when he went to re-examine them?
The priest didn't know exactly how old they were.
Okay. So yeah, explain that as well, and that there were teeth marks. He thinks that they may have been humanoid in origin, although he couldn't sense the presence of any undead in the area. Don't know whether or not this has anything to do with what appears to be a specter that's plaguing us, but they may well be connected.
It's very interesting. My men will be able to take it from here. You said the priest had looked at the child already. Maybe I can meet with him as well to get a bit more help.
Indeed, I believe he's somewhere around the property, trying to see if he can pick up signs of this spirit. But if any you or your men have any questions for us, feel free to call on us.
Very well, thank you. And he kind of motions you back up stairs out of the cellar and starts to converse with his men to clear out the area for at least the first level of the tavern. Right. For the rest of the day, it goes by pretty uneventful in comparison.
Okay.
One thing that Red would like to do before the end of the day is he'd actually like to nip out and go and see the two Genasi and let them know what he found.
Okay. Would everyone else like to?
Oh, did we get our clothes yet? We picked them up, all right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go try them on, make sure everything fits.
Okay. It's probably about a couple hours till you would need to leave to get there.
About how long would it take us to get there?
You figure if you take one of the coaches, it wouldn't take more than a half hour or so.
Okay.
Go ahead and put you guys on the inner map.
All right. I'll be right.
Deadly has not actually seen this map yet. All right, so you guys are in the den of the second floor. You see they have put in the new door.
Sweet. Confound it! Why are these doors locked?
Where's my window?
There you go. Should be open.
Didn't we get a door here as well? Because I think this room leads into the hall and the stairs.
Yes, it does. Guess we didn't note that, so I didn't put it.
To be honest, I don't even know why I'm walking around because I'm going somewhere else.
Alright, so now the door should be there. I'll just have to actually mark. Alright, so let me see if I can just remove stuff so you guys see everything. Alright, so Merrick, still would need to pick a room. I think the other ones have been labeled. She doesn't attach to the turn. Alright, so as you guys are around the house and checking it out, trying on your clothes, you find the agency establishment.
Steam and Steel or something, wasn't it?
So I just have to move the token over. Alright, so there you are.
Sweet. Yeah, so Red would walk into their shop with a greeting.
They both greet you, say, "Oh, it's good to see you again. How may we help you today?"
Well, you asked me to let you know if we spoke to the carpenter at the bank.
Oh, yes, yes. Were you able to find anything out from Tally?
As a matter of fact, I did. So are both of them?
Yeah, both of them are kind of standing there as you approach. They stop working and come over to have a conversation.
Okay. So he says, it's nothing. It's not quite what you thought it was. It's not. It's not the fact that it is the two of you who you are being together, but the fact that you're together and happy. In so much as he had a wife once upon a time. However, his wife was human, and due to his elven blood, his wife grew old and died while he, only grew a few greys around the temples. He found that the woman he was with considered her to be his soulmate, and so seeing the two of you sort of happy and perfect for each other makes him feel like he's missing out. It reminds him of what he's lost, and that's why his mood was somewhat sour during your meeting.
That makes sense. I guess if I had lost someone I cared for deeply, it's especially like Avery here, then I would probably react the same way. So maybe he would. Hmm. Avery kind of turns and says, "Well, maybe if I remember correctly, Temple of Shun typically hold meetings where widowers can meet and mourn and mingle. Maybe we can convince him to uh, go to one of those, so maybe he can find individuals he likes. Not to.
It's very. It's possible. He said that it has indeed been some years since the passing of his loved one, so it's possible. I'm trying to convince him not to give up hope. And I think more than anything else, he just needs friends, somebody to remind him that he's not alone.
Yeah, that does seem like a good idea. Maybe we can talk to him and suggest the temple. See if he can help ease his loneliness. Not to try to replace his lost love lives. That probably never happened, but at least so he's not so lonely.
Indeed.
Well, we thank you so much for following up with it. Should hopefully be
Well,
able to help provide anything you need at discounted price in the future. We'll definitely try to follow up with him and see if we can help out.
I appreciate it. I think with the people and the level of skill that we have of the people in this neighborhood, I think it's better if everybody can get along and work together. I think there's a lot to be gained.
Yes, I agree. You see both of them kind of get a smile on their face as they feel a little bit of weight lifted now that they can approach the subject again and hopefully help another member of the alley.
All right. Yep. So with that, Red will head back out, and I guess round out the rest of the evening. Try and get ready for the event.
All right. Right. So, you guys are able to get ready and head out for the opera. All right. So, as you start to head out, there's actually a carriage waiting for you.
Cool.
That's nice.
Got a riding style.
You see, the driver says, Mert has sent me to pick you up for your meeting at the opera. He kind of looks over you and says, seems that you are properly dressed.
Oh, nice.
We would hate to offend.
Yes, with this crowd, it's they do gossip, so it's maybe the best. But either way, Mert will not say too much. He's not like a lot of the others that attend. But I've spoken too much. Please enter the carriage, and I will take you to the Light Singer Theater.
Okay.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yes, yes. So it takes a ride, and you finally get there. He comes around, opens the carriage door for you. You see this magnificent building with a lot of people standing out. seems that tickets have been sold out for the play. It's you see a poster sitting up and says "The Fall of Tiamat," an opera sung in Giant, describing the evil dragon queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons.
Ooh, interesting.
I heard about this one. I believe that there was a hero named Crow that landed the final.
Crowsby plays in that game.
Hope I get to see it.
Yes. You do see a diverse crowd going in there. Everyone very well dressed and kind of has a lot of them have their nose turned up type thing. Definitely nobles. No. You are ushered in. And just one of the ushers says, "You have a ticket."
Oh God.
Indeed, we do.
Tickets. Get your programs.
Says, "Very well. You are invited by Mert.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, I shall take you to his personal private box." And they kind of lead you to it. You see, as you approach the box, there's a couple individuals standing outside. Look to be guards, but you don't see any weapons or armor on them. They're definitely on alert, looking around at the area. It says, "The box is this way, just through that door."
Thank you, sir.
He kind of bows and then heads back. As you walk in, do not see anyone inside, but there are a couple seats, and it's before the play is about to start.
Is there anybody down below?
Yes, you see the crowd filling in as and starting to take their seats.
I was beginning to worry there was like nobody there. Surprise! Big opera. Nobody's here.
All right, so the show starts, and Mert has not arrived in his box yet.
That's not good.
It's fine. He's probably going to be enjoying the show himself and may join us during the intermission.
And the play starts, and it is definitely a sight to see as the giants start to sing. Telling tales of how the evil queen was defeated, and mention a couple of different names, one sticking out as Roran and Crow.
Yep.
And their companions seem to have ended up in a long battle. Before the first intermission, they had just finished the song of fighting a couple of silver dragons at drawing a blank on what it's called, in the middle of the woods. Lodge, that's it. And the curtain goes down, the intermission starts, and in comes a rather portly individual in high attire. Looks like this.
Portly. Get in my belly.
Says,
I really hope he's not mad that we keep raiding his.
It says, you must be the ones Renee told me about. How have you been enjoying the opera so far?
Certainly a sight to see. I never thought I'd see the day when giants sing.
Uh, yes, it is quite a feast for the eyes. I've seen this now a couple of times. But, Renee had mentioned that you were in need of a loan, I heard.
Indeed, we've recently come into possession of a property by the name of the Trollskull Manor over in Trollskull Alley. We are looking to do some renovations using the guild to facilitate them. However, having only recently come to Waterdeep and having spent several months in the field ward while it was under quarantine, we're not exactly flush with coin.
Ah, yes.
And Renee said that he would, that perhaps you might be able to help.
Yes, I actually know this place. I used to frequent it when it was a tavern before, run by, I believe it was Leaf. Very generous man. Kept it very nice.
Yeah, I've heard his name before. Speaking to some of the other proprietors around Trollskull Alley. Perhaps when we get it up and running again, you'll join us for a drink.
Ah, yes. Would be nice. Actually, when I think about it, I do have one thing I would need to see if you would be willing to do before we talk about the loan. You see, I represent one of the factions in Faerun called the Harpers. And would, wouldn't mind seeing if you would be willing to do a small job for me.
The Harpers, champions of the people, I'm told.
Yes, we are.
Well, sure, if we can help, then at least I will say that I'm willing to.
And the rest of you?
Yes, of course.
I will follow.
Same here.
Excellent. You see, one of our agents has gone missing, has not reported in a couple of days, and we're starting to worry. But I am needing to see if you can find Maxine and at least gather the information that she is supposed to have gotten for us. Make sure that she's still okay.
Not a problem. Where would we be going?
Let's see. She's still within Waterdeep from what I know, but we've not been able to locate her. Yeah, you see, she doesn't, well, she kind of blends in pretty well. You see, she is a chestnut brown with a white diamond on her nose. Horse.
Okay. Like a real horse, or shape-shifted, or?
No, she is a real horse. She's been, what's the term, the awakened, so she is able to actually communicate.
Okay. What general area of the city was she, her mission in?
She's supposed to have been looking around the castle wards, but she has unfortunately is used as a workhorse during the day, pulling a drays.
Okay.
She typically wears a violet flower in her left ear, so that be able to locate her a little bit easier. But it seems that she hasn't reported in, so I'm not exactly sure where she would be.
Okay.
We just assume that she's in the dock ward.
That's possible. She could be almost anywhere within the city, depending on who's purchased the carriage for the day or needed a ride. Typically, it is
Got it.
in the dock ward, but they do venture out every once in a while.
You see, well, I guess if she does that during the day, she'll probably return to some sort of stable towards the evening. But I mean, I wouldn't know how to go about searching an entire city for a single horse, not without it taking several days.
Yes, this is why we are trying to kind of reach out to see if we can get potential new members or adventurers to try to do this as well, as we do have a lot of other things going on, but we would kind of need this information provided by Maxine.
I'm sure. Well, if she has been awakened, is there any way to let her know that we're, friends?
Uh, we have tried to use magic to communicate with her, but still have not gotten any response. So we are starting to fear the worst.
No, I mean, if we do happen across her and we need to get the information, I'm sure that she won't just give it away to anybody that comes over and asks.
Oh, yes, yes. He kind of reaches into his pouch on his belt and pulls out 4 pens in the shape of a harp. Says if you show this to her, hopefully she will communicate with you.
Very well.
Okay.
Well, I guess the only thing to do is going to be to go and investigate.
Very
Hopefully
well.
hopefully we get lucky.
I will check in with you at the Troll Skull Manor tomorrow evening to see and continue, so we can discuss the terms of the loan as well.
Indeed. I would note mention that there was a discovery at the manor. The bones of a child look like they've had teeth marks on it as well, have been found on the property, and yeah, the watch is cordoned off the basement and the bottom floor. So you'll need to come up to the residence on the first floor.
Oh, very well. The watch should be no trouble for me. If I will make sure to stop in and check out the place, so see what investments the money is going in towards.
Okay.
Well, enjoy the rest of the opera if you like, and I will bid you adieu.
Pleasant evening. Oh, and if you do wish to join us for a drink at the Trollskull Manor, of course, if you could make it known that the Harpers are would be welcome friends.
I will do that.
Okay.
And he kind of turns around and heads out.
See, asking the guy for money, drumming, doing a job for him, and also still trying to be like, put the word out. Opening soon.
All right.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do now?
Well, you know what? I actually wouldn't mind watching the rest of the show.
All right.
Hollow agrees.
Night's going to be a difficult time to try and find a horse if we don't already know where it is, because they'll often be stable behind closed doors, in which case it just makes the job many times more difficult. So if we can, watch the end of the show, maybe chat to some of the other patrons at the end and casually mention the
promote.
yeah, you gotta make your business somehow.
Okay. So the night goes on. The play is very interesting. You're able to mingle with some of the patrons and promote Troll Skull Manor. A lot of people seem very interested. A lot of them have actually heard of the place before. So they figure when it's up and running, they like to at least check out the establishment.
Okay.
And you guys are able to head home for the evening.
Alright.
Well, yeah. I guess after the show and everything, well, we have no idea where it's going to be, and I think the dock ward is really far away from the castle ward. Oh, but then again, our place is in the dock ward, isn't it?
No, you are in the North Ward. I'm going to move you to the...
Oh.
Alright, so Troll Skull is up here in the North Ward. You guys are in the Sea Ward.
Oh, yeah.
And then the docks are all the way down at the bottom.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess it's going to be first thing in the morning then.
All right.
Because going from the Sea Ward down to the dock ward in the middle of the night is pointless. Plus, we can get changed into some more adventure-y outfits instead of going in our suits and tuck.
Oh,
Yeah. We want to keep our fine clothes in good working order.
All right. So, back to Troll Skull. All right, so place you guys in your... Which one was Kagrok staying? And Merrick, did you actually choose a room that you wanted for yourself?
Let's see. Is this one the top of the tower here? This thing would stop moving.
Let's see. So, this room here, I just pinged. Ash is taking that room. It has a turret that goes up to the top. But there's, on the second floor, the floor you're on, there is a room here. Or you could take the attic storage room over here and turn it into a room. Or the spare room.
But there are, if you take either of these two rooms, then it's also the path that if there's an event on, that we will be taking to get to the rest of the residents upstairs. So we'd have to walk through your room to get upstairs. But that's only if we're hosting a party.
Yeah, because they could actually just walk through the party room as well, depending on what's going on.
I'll take this one.
All right. Okay, so as you guys are laying down to sleep, your dreams become a watery nightmare. The world itself darkens as you plunge through the waves. The sun grows distant, and the sea swallows you up. Down and down you go, drowning until death's embrace. Your eyes fling open, sprinting you from your nightmare to another where hands throttle your throat as you can see no attacker, but can feel weight on your bed as you uh, lungs bloom with pain. You can hear a whisper, closing time.
Yeah, no.
And all of a sudden, it seems the weight is off of you, and you hear a loud noise come from the uh, future party room.
Okay, let's head that.
Oh, that's right. All the doors are not open. All right, I'll go ahead and move you guys there.
Gonna be grabbing my axe off the wall.
So you guys came down the stairs into that. Hear a noise. Still, as stuff is floating around the room. All of a sudden, you hear a cry piercing the night. Be gone from this place. And then the dust in the area kind of swirls up as some figures move unseen, darting in and out around you. Objects start to hurl with lethal force around you. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative. Great. All right, Kagrak, you're up first.
Okay. So we see like shapes moving around.
You see a lot of stuff floating around the room, dust and everything, but you don't necessarily see a figure very clearly.
Okay. All right, I'm going to cast Spirit Totem with Unicorn Spirit. Place it right in the middle of the room.
There you go.
I think it's 60 feet.
Yep. So everything in the light blue aura should be affected by.
Okay. And it says you and your allies gain advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. In addition, if I cast a spell of healing, it basically heals everyone in the room.
That is sweet as.
And it also regains hit points equal to your druid level. So the person I heal gets regular. Everyone else gets 2 hit points back.
All right.
So that's what I do. That way, it should be easier to see if people are checking to find it.
Okay. Eric.
And I'm where I'm at. I've got my back up against the wall, so nothing hit me in the back.
I guess. Do I need to roll perception or something to look for him?
You can go ahead and if you're going to try to attack, you just move to a spot where you think he is, and then you'll swing at disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see exactly where he would be, as there's dust all over the.
I guess I will move here. Keep my back against the wall. I guess I'll just swing my sword in front of me. There's nobody around me, so.
Okay. As you swing in front of you, it kind of just goes through the air. Nothing, no resistance as you swing.
Oh. Well, that's it for me.
All right.
Okay. This is still an empty room right now.
Yeah, there's a couple of tools and things laying around, but it's pretty much just empty.
So a burning hand spell wouldn't do any damage to the room.
Believe so. As long as it doesn't catch things on fire, you should be all right.
It does catch things on fire that aren't, well, anything that's flammable that isn't being worn or carried.
Okay, so yeah, the walls would probably be okay since they're kind of treated and stuff.
Sure. And the floors.
Yeah, I think everything would be all right in this room.
Okay. Sorry, I just need the cone.
Oh.
So
Sorry,
it
you're not
goes
supposed
right
to watch
between
that.
Kagrak and Merrick and hits all of those squares.
Okay. Right. So you flames go out. You see it kind of light up a figure for a brief second. Disappears when the flames do.
Where does the figure light up?
Right in front of you, square in front.
Okay.
So you see it kind of materialize there.
What? So if I'm standing here, this one here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to stand there, and I'm going to say, "I think it's here. Get it."
All right. So it's on. Selected. There we go. And it appears in front of you. It attacks. All right, so who's a 14?
14 will miss.
All right, so you feel force kind of slam into you, but doesn't have any effect. Hollow.
Can I get between all three of them and get on the other side?
Yeah, it just counts as difficult terrain to move through them. Yeah. So it'd be
Okay.
5, 10.
Okay.
That's just your movement.
All right. And then I'm going to attack it.
Okay. That will miss. It kind of goes right through him. Take your bonus, yes.
And then I'm going to do my bonus action and I'm going to try to hit him with my beak.
All right, that one seems to connect a little bit better. But you still seem to just go through him.
Alrighty then.
All right, Kagrak, the spirit is formed in front of you.
We don't have incorporeal weapons. Or
Okay.
ghost touched.
Does it cost an action to cast a cantrip?
Yes.
Depending on the cantrip.
Casting time. Well, it's a bonus action.
Okay, so that will use your bonus action to cast it.
All right, I'll cast Shillelagh on my mace. 'Cause it's a wood mace with like a rock on the end. That's more of a club than a mace? Because it says a club or a quarterstaff.
Yeah, if you have a mace, then it would be a mace is typically.
I do have a quarterstaff.
So do I.
You just grab it.
It's gotta be one I'm holding, yeah.
Yeah, you can just grab it off one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use your free interaction with an object to grab one of them and then cast it as a bonus.
Okay. And then attack?
Yes.
You want to add that to my thing? Or how, how would I attack with?
Oh, so I spell stuff right.
And that moves it to a D8. Let me know when you have it there. Cast.
All right, so attacking should be on your sheet now.
Okay.
So since it increases it to D8, just go ahead and swing it two-handed.
It's not on my token at least.
All right, try it now.
There we go.
Wow.
Okay. You see it's a very solid hit, and it doesn't go through him.
Okay. Oh, that 10 was the D8, not the regular? Yeah, 1D8. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. I'm done. Might have to get rid of my mace.
Alright. Is he visible now, or?
Yes.
I wonder if I can do anything. Guess I'll swing my short sword.
All right. That will connect with the target. And you see it kind of evaporates and the mist sprints through the fireplace into the den. It seems that everything is right. Like the evil spirit has been destroyed and the area is much more suitable.
Okay. That was easy. Who's
We have exorcised the demon.
Does Howell say that in the same type of voice?
A little bit more of a southern twang.
Okay, gotcha.
This place is cleansed.
Well, that was an exciting way to wake up.
Yes, it was. Did y'all have a dream about drowning?
Yeah, my dreams normally have more of a fire and blood kind of countenance to them. Dreaming about water was a strange.
Hollow asks, did anybody hear closing?
Yeah, I heard closing time.
It seems that the owner is well, it seems that the spirit may have been of a murdery tavern owner, possibly responsible to for the death of the small child.
Could be. Seems the reason. He said, you told us it was like eaten?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe he was cannibal? Maybe he was making food with the children? Maybe?
After you're standing there a little while, you do hear a faint whisper of the word mother.
Mother.
Nope. Nope.
Did everyone else hear that?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't know Danzing was in the house. Mother!
But after that, you do feel a lot lighter atmosphere. Doesn't seem to be as much tension in the air.
Okay. Said mother. Maybe the mother killed the children? I don't know. We'll have to look into that.
Well, for now, I'm gonna head back to bed.
Hey, whose quarterstaff did I take?
Mine probably. You
Can I
keep hold
keep
of it. You can. Yeah, you probably do a better job with it than I do, and I have this now. So
Okay. If you want, I'll buy you another one.
nah, it's fine.
Well, thank you.
Everybody heads back to bed.
Yep. Is there anything where the creature disappeared? Nothing on the ground or anything?
No. Doesn't seem to be any sign that it was ever here or anything. Everything.
Huh.
dust kind of settles back down to where it was. All the tools are back in their place.
Okay.
Remember to finish your whiskey or beer.
All right, yeah. Go back to bed.
All right.
I can't move my token for some reason.
Sorry, move back to the other.
We're back to the main screen.
All right. So the rest of the evening goes by fairly peacefully. You feel that you get a very nice rest, and are back to full health and everything.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bent nail and buy the best club he has, and leave my mace in my room.
All right. Okay.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Send your token hit points.
I'm invincible.
It should be fixed now.
Thank you.
invincible.
Okay, so you all wake up the next morning, start your morning routine, and are greeted by another paper like bird flying in through one of the windows. It
Okay.
lands in front of you all and unfolds and reads this. One of the drays working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. She wears a violet flower behind her left ear. Locate her, find out what she knows about the Zentarum agents in hiding, and write any details on the back side of this bird. Release it and it will send back to me. Thank you.
Spanky origami.
Okay. Well, getting up in the morning, just get stuff together, and when everybody's ready, head down. I guess first of all to the dock wards and see what we can. Sorry, wait. What did he say? He said dock wards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Head down to the dock wards and see what we can find.
All right. So you head down, start searching. Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm so great at the.
I'll click the token.
Ooh, shiny objects.
I didn't see nothing.
All right. So as you guys wander around, three of you end up spotting a horse with a flower behind its ear. It's taken the majority of the day, but you find a horse attached to one of the drays, and it seems that there are two humans kind of operating the vehicle, one in the back of the carriage area, collecting money, and the other sitting up in the driver's area of the vehicle.
So we kind of need to get him off there so we can talk to the horse. Can the horse talk?
Yeah, it's
I know it's awakened, but I mean, we can it actually speak.
If it's the right one, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I guess so when following these guys a little bit, does it seem like there's ever a point where like both of them leave the horse alone?
No, they pretty much are sitting around waiting for fares, and at any time, one of them is always around the vehicle. They may both be back at the back end, but it's not for very long. Like quick chit chat, and then waiting to see if anybody comes up.
Okay. Yeah. Red will look to Merrick. Hey, you're pretty sneaky.
Yeah. At times.
So what if you you disguise yourself a little bit, and you were to sneak up and just try and when there's only one of them on the carriage, try and swipe a coin purse from one of them. Make sure that he sees you, and then just kind of disappear. Maybe drop a coin purse after a little bit of a chase, but because I'm sure that if you do
Everyone
that,
has it. It's just
he'll
seems
leave
proficient.
the carriage, and you can go and try and get the information
say
from the
something.
horse.
All right, so make
and you just
like a
disappear into the-
distraction.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna need to do that.
All right, so yeah, you would move up to him and then need a sleight of hand to try to grab the purse.
But yeah, just make sure you look a little bit different.
Oh yeah. If you have a disguise kit or anything like that, you could do that. Otherwise,
No, I don't actually have one of those. I should get one of those.
Wait a minute. Let me see something. Hold on.
I can hand you like like an ill-fitting jacket or some. No, I don't think that would really work. But just something to change it up. Like you hopefully he's not going to get a very good look at you, and if you're
Wait a
able
minute.
to just
I could go invisible. I could walk up and talk to it, like quietly. Because then
that's a
things
good point.
would break it.
That's a good point. You could definitely do that.
But then it wouldn't be able to see the little Harper pin now. Maybe if someone else walks up next to it and like pets it, and so it can see the pin, and then I'll start talking to it.
I can do that.
So let's see. Are we like? Well, I'll go like around the corner or something where no one can see me, and then turn invisible and walk back.
okay.
Using hid step.
Okay. While this is going on, sort of while they're doing that, Red is going to approach the driver
Okay.
in an attempt to distract him from Merrick going up and doing whatever. Hey there.
Good day, sir. May I help you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I left my coin purse here last night.
Oh, well, you can talk to Marcus in the back. He can probably let you on to see if you dropped anything. But I know we haven't picked up anything, but you can check with him and see if there was any.
Okay. Sure. And I'll go and see if I can get into.
All right. So when you go back to Marcus, he gives you the same greeting, almost identical. It says, "It's 2 copper for a ride."
No. I'm actually here to pick up some money. I'm pretty sure I left my coin purse in this carriage last.
Well, we didn't find any when we searched, but give me a second. I'll go ahead and look through one more time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look too. I'm gonna start climbing in the carriage.
Says, okay, just stay close.
Okay. Yeah, so I do. And as I do, I'm sort of looking around for stuff. I'm going to get increasingly irate. Like, it was definitely here. It was definitely this carriage.
Uh,
All right, so what's everyone else doing?
I'm approaching the horse. Is anyone standing up next to her?
I'll walk up to the horse and start like petting it, and then I'll feed it a carrot.
Okay.
You see
And
the driver say, don't feed him too many of those. He's had enough so far.
I won't. Just this
Yeah.
little one. Such a nice horse you have here, sir.
Oh, why, thank you.
And while that's all going on, I'm like, Maxine, I'm Kagrick with, we work for Mert. We're checking on you to see what your status is. Do you have the information you were looking for?
All right, so go ahead and give me a perception check, or persuasion check, sorry.
Persuasion. Oh, come on, big roll. Oh, maybe.
All right. You see her kind of shake her head up and down and give you a light whinny.
Like a yes? Well,
Yeah.
I guess you get really talk. Okay.
She can understand. She just can't
Um,
communicate back to us.
well, I can understand well because I have speech of the woods and the other stuff.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
you kind of you hear
like talking.
yeah, you hear a very soft, quiet voice say, "I can't talk in front of the humans."
Okay. Where are you? Where will you be this evening? What stable? What part of the city?
In the dock wards, if you follow.
While this happens, there's going to be a loud booming voice coming from inside the carriage. No, I know it was definitely in this carriage. You better not have stolen my money.
Stolen my money.
Shouting at this guy.
All right. As that happens, you can hear from inside Marcus trying to calm him down, and then the driver jumps up and kind of runs into the back as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm actually gonna step out. I'm not gonna like have them both come by. Actually, not yet. I will. They'll be in here, and I'm just basically gonna be arguing about. I'm like, no, it was definitely this one. I know drivers like you. You try and take me for all I'm worth. I had 3 gold coins in there. 3 gold coins. Do you know how much that is?
You hear them both. They're gonna calm down, sir. We definitely didn't find it, and we're not trying to steal. Well, continue to look. And then they all start to go back in the carriage to look.
Hollow's kind of scurrying around, crawling around the carriage. Sneak.
Okay.
Well, we should disengage the horse and ride off.
Hi-ho, Silva.
That blower covers it.
You hear Maxine start to talk, and she says, quick, before they come back.
Yeah.
She kind of explains that they gave a ride to a sun elf and his half-orc bodyguard 2 days ago. She picked them up on the corner of Net Street and the Dock Street, and then dropped them off at the Yawning Portal. As they were getting out, they muttered something about planting agents in the guild, but spoke about it in such a way that it wasn't apparent they didn't mean any guild, rather the guild. She kind of repeats Xanathar's guild, enemy of the Zentarum.
Okay. And that's the information you were supposed to give to Mert, correct?
She kind of nods, and you
Okay.
you start to hear that the one of the brothers kind of is moving back up. He's saying, "Hold on, we'll just see what we have up here." And get your information so we can, if we find this gold, we can get it back to you.
Okay. And that's Messing. Are you well? Do you need to be rescued or taken out?
It kind of shakes her head back and forth.
Okay. I'll say thank you, and then I'll just walk back around the corner.
And so the guy kind of climbs back up into the driver's area and says, "All right, you two, get away, or you get away from the horse. We got too much stuff going on. I can't pay attention to everything."
All right. I understand. I'm gonna walk away, like go towards the corner where Kagrik went.
All right.
I'm gonna, I guess I'll hand Kagrik the bird. I don't know if anybody
The bird.
the piece
Paper.
of paper. The bird.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So you can write down all the information that she
Gotcha.
told us and send it back to the guy.
All right. I'll do that. Write down everything she said. That it was a sun elf and half orc, and they dropped them off at the yawning portal, and everything she said, basically.
Okay.
I'll send it back.
Stepping off the out of the carriage, still sort of arguing a bit. It's like, so where's the woman that was driving the carriage? I want to speak to her. Maybe she stole.
All right. They both kind of stop and turn to, "Woman, we're the only ones that drive this carriage."
I look. Are there any distinguishing marks on the carriage?
No, but it is not the only one in the area, so they are very similar to other ones.
Okay. I kind of look around and look and see. Wait a minute. Didn't you have like a red rose painted on the back of it?
Sir, I believe you may have another carriage in mind.
At this
Give me a
point, he will make a big,
Stealth check.
like said,
As
oh
you said
my
you were
god!
moving around,
Oh,
unless you weren't trying to be sneaky.
I'm so sorry. I really thought this was the carriage. That money's, you know, all I'm going to be taking home for the next month. It's. I guess I just got a little bit worked up. Please accept my humblest apologies.
Yes. I hope you find your coins. But you also haven't deterred too many clients. Best of luck to you.
I will
see
turn and just shout out. These two gentlemen are very fine and upstanding carriage like coachmen. Please feel free to rent their carriage for all of your needs. It was my mistake, and please do not be deterred from using them. In kind of like a way of apology,
Right.
And I kind of, you know, be a little bit embarrassed as I kind of slink off into the crowd and away.
Okay.
Oh, yourself out.
All right. So, Hollow, what were you sneaking around doing?
Honestly, looking for shiny objects, but anything that stands out. Really.
Okay. You do not find anything that's very well, nothing of value, we'll say.
Well, that's disappointing.
But no one saw you do it, so.
What's all you doing?
All right, well then I'm just kind of tuck and roll and stand up in the middle of the street and walk away like nothing happened.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Does the little bird go flying away?
Yes, when you write down all the information and it folds itself back up and heads off back towards the manor, actually.
Okay. Well, he said he'd be there, so.
That's true. Yeah, I'll meet up with the rest of the guys and head back.
Maybe we should get that carriage and have it take us to our bed.
I don't know. I don't think they would be.
top of which I just told them it was like my last 3 gold. I can't pull out my bag with like 10 gold in it and be like, have you got change for a gold pick? Have you got
We
change for
have
a platinum?
coupon.
We have coupon. Multi-pass. Multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
All right, so I guess we head back to the manor. Nobody else
All right.
has any other.
I was say as Fred starts walking back to where we're at, I'm gonna give him a little slow clap and say bravo.
Yeah, I learned it from a woman that was in the company that I served in. She always got what she wanted. Karen, I think her name was.
Karen.
He uses expired coupons and wants to speak.
Yep.
I guess we should head back to
You're
our
just on Twitch.
spot.
Scroll up.
Yeah, Mert's supposed to meet us there, and the bird headed in that direction.
Yep. Let's see if we can hurry. I mean, maybe we can grab another carriage to say because they're a bit.
Yeah, not this carriage.
Yeah, not this one. We'll find another street.
Hit the magnifying glass
How far
at the
away
top
were
to
we?
reset it.
I think
You're a
the-
pretty good ways.
Yeah, the dotwood is quite a way away from where.
Okay. Yeah, head back. See what happens.
Yep.
All right. So when you guys get back, you do see Mert kind of sitting there, talking with a lot of the city guards and everything.
City folk.
Oh, we should probably inform the guards of what happened last night too. So we exercised whatever that was. Said mother. Does that help them?
We shan't. We put down the demon or the specter. We cleansed.
The 2 times that we did hear it sort of speak, really, like one of the times it said last call, and the other time it said closing time. So perhaps the spectre was of a previous owner.
Could be. Maybe it was his mother.
And if it was a previous owner and there is as violent as the spirit seems to be, maybe they could be responsible for the death of the child.
Yep. Or was there ever a female owner that we can find out?
Who you talking to, the guards that are around, or?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. One of them says the investigator had mentioned that there were previous owners, one being a half-elf bartender, and then I believe at one point there was an orphanage here as well. I believe it was run by an old lady, but that was long ago.
We may want to replace the oven.
All right. Well, we had a encounter last night with a ghost that we dispatched, and
Yeah, its essence seemed to slink into the fireplace.
yep. And then while we're standing around, something whispered "mother" to all us all. We're trying to figure out what happened.
Well, maybe one of the priests be better suited for that question, but I would think that maybe the spirit is gone. Maybe it was just its
Well,
last words.
It happened in the party room,
With a candlestick.
or what's going to be the party room
That
with the
is
candlestick.
odd. I'll make sure that to relay this information to my captain and everything.
Okay. I guess we can speak to Mert. Do you want to handle that, Red?
Sure.
You're the more eloquent speaker out of the group.
Is one of the priests there?
No, the priest is not there. It's the next day, so.
Maybe we should. Should we
Let
go
them
get
know.
the priest and have him check out the place?
Yeah, let's deal with Mert, then we can go deal with the priest.
Mert kind of waddles up to you guys and says, I got the note. Very well. Glad you guys were able to find Maxine and reported. I have forwarded the message on to the other Harpers.
Well, I'm glad we could be of assistance.
Yes, it was a great help. And if you like, you can keep the pens as part of earning your way into the Harpers if you like. If not, that is completely up to you. I would just need the pins back, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to be. I don't know about everyone else. I definitely would be.
Knowing what the Harpers represent, would happily become a member.
Yeah.
And maybe this can work towards working off some of the debt for the loan.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, that's business is a different business. So, Harpers are the Harpers, and money lending is my other business. So, but we can talk about
I
that
see.
now as you wish.
The money
Very well.
shock.
So, how much is this loan that you need?
Altogether, I believe, did we work out that we needed to borrow 2,000?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. And that would cover everything, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1,500 plus an extra like 60 a week. Guild fees and individuals to run it. So.
So yeah, so we would say about 2,000. That'll be enough to cover all of the renovations and the work, and also put us a little bit in the black to be able to work on drumming up more business and building some money up to be able to repay the loan.
Well, that is a pretty steep amount, but I've always actually wanted to run a bar, so I could use this as a nice investment. Say, give you the loan at 5%, maybe a share, 5% of the profit, till you pay on top of paying off the loan.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah, I give a thumbs up.
Yep.
Oh, well, then that should work. So, 5% of the profit of the tavern, and you guys get 2,000 for the renovations. I will take care of that for you.
And you can eat free anytime.
Eat free anytime on top of 5% profit. That sounds like I'm stealing from you.
Yeah, we don't know.
But I am a good individual to have on your side in this city.
Exactly. That's why you eat free anytime, sir.
Well, once we get the place open after the Watchers finish their investigations, we will be having an opening night, and we're inviting the proprietors around the area to be our guests of honor, and we'd be very happy for you to join us as well. If, of course, you have time.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. If I'm going to have a stake in this business, I should be around as often as I can.
Okay.
All right. Well, I shall talk to the guilds and make sure they have their payments in the morning.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I guess we need to speak to the priests of Kellenvor again to be able to see if they can just make sure everything's all gone. But
Yep. We're going to need a really good cook. Like, they're really good.
Yeah, most of the guilds and stuff will be able to give you good quality
No, we
workers.
want excellent. We want an excellent cook.
We want the Gordon Ramsay of Waterdeep.
Exactly.
This is all shit.
I was gonna say, are you sure you don't want to? Somebody would be a little bit nicer.
You donkeys!
You donkeys.
And like top the line drinks too.
Yeah, the guilds should be able to help you.
Good bartender.
So we can go out and find like very rare stuff from the cook. Unicorn or something, I don't know.
Did the druid just say cook unicorn?
I feel very threatened right now. Our animal person just said to eat unicorn.
If it dies naturally, we don't want it to go to waste.
Exactly.
Okay.
got the cook just shouting, "God, this meat's so red that it's attacking Baldur's Gate."
All right. So, you guys kind of have some free time now till the place gets opened up. What would you like to do in the meantime?
Look for some work. Is anything quick? Someone need rescuing or?
Yeah, look for some work. We are adventurers after.
Exactly. We just got a loan from 2,000 gold loan from a fat man. So
Does
Does
anybody need any surrounding caves clearing out of goblins or anything like that?
yeah, exactly. Any cellars need cleaned out of rats?
All right. So, as you guys are standing around, one of the days, or when you're looking for work, one of the days, a individual, female tiefling, comes up to you guys. Looks like this. She says, I represent a new faction growing up in Faerun. We are the... I just closed my notes. Sorry. Order of the Hellfire Hearth. We mainly are looking to get the same rights as other individuals within the realm of Faerun. As you know, our kind are typically looked down upon because of our bloodline. And you see before you a tiefling. But she says, I am in need of assistance with helping find some of our associates.
What is it that your organization does exactly?
Oh, well, right now we are attempting to find a home or at least a small town or village that can be a refuge for anyone who feels they are mistreated within Faerun. Drow, tieflings, half-elves, any of those that are not common. We look to have a city eventually up in the north, and we have a couple of the dwarf kings kind of leading and lending us help. A couple of individuals in Neverwinter are working on that as well, but really we just want to become a staple within the society to get rid of the stigmatism that goes along with being of half-blood or infernal.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, we can help you find them, I guess. At least I'm willing to.
Oh, that is wonderful to hear.
Does it pay well?
Coin is something we are slightly short of, but I can offer healing anytime that you would need it. As we are, or I myself am a paladin.
Okay.
That is, at least for a group of adventurers, a very useful offer.
Yes, well, if you are able to complete the mission, then I would offer that to any of you.
And so some of your members have gone missing, you say? What more can you tell us? Please, come inside.
Yes, thank you. Yes, an associate of ours, a young woman named Jenny, has been collecting sensitive information for the Order. She was meant to drop it off 2 days ago and has not done so. She works for a salesman in the distillery, in the Brewers Guild, and can usually be found working most days and nights in the company of Kodak.
Okay. So she's 2 days late?
Yes, if you are able to find her without, or find out what had went wrong with the drop, and if possible, acquire the documents she had been preparing for us. This is very important for us.
Is there anything that we can do to let her know that we're friends?
Tell her that Passion has sent you.
Okay. And what was her name again? Jenny?
Yes.
Well, I suppose the first port of call would be the distillery then.
Yes, that would probably a good place to find out any information. Don't we have looked, but to no avail. And if you could find Armin Bardock, it may be a way to find her as well.
Okay.
Okay then. Yeah, so I guess we may as well head off.
But do you happen to know any good recipes by chance?
She kind of just looks at you, the questioning look, and no, not good recipes.
Can you ask around and see like what's like a favorite tiefling dish maybe? Or we're going to be opening an inn and we'd like to cater to everyone.
Sure.
Thank you.
With kind of confused look, she kind of heads out and says, "Best of luck."
Okay, to the distillery.
All
Yep.
right. All right. So you guys make your way to the distillery and find that no one knows anyone by that name that has worked there.
What, by the name of Jenny?
Yes. Or
Okay.
the description. So
All right, and so nobody matches the description of her either.
yes.
Okay. Speaking to somebody, can I actually roll an insight check to see if they're being honest about that?
Sure thing.
It seems legit.
I'm gonna roll 2.
Okay.
It's an insight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she was great.
All right. Yeah. So, as far as you can tell, everyone at the distillery is telling the truth. They don't seem to know anywhere, but suggest maybe looking around the local pubs if you want to find someone that looks like that.
What about a gentleman by the name of Hammond Craddock?
Oh, he's one of our salesmen. You can typically find him at taverns whenever he's not here.
I see.
Yeah, she's
Is
she works for him, so
is he here now?
No, he's actually not here at the moment.
Was
Do
he
you
here
know where
yesterday?
we're most likely to find him?
I think he was taking a couple days off, but if not, he may be at Yawning Portal. He tends to find some interesting crowds there.
All right.
that's
Well, thank you very
where
much.
that's where the horse told us to go.
Mm-hmm. And she's been missing for a couple of days, and he's been gone for a couple of days.
I think we need to go to the yawning portal.
To the Yawning Portal.
Yawning portal.
Charges down.
Charge.
All right, so you make your way over to the famous Yawning Portal. It's extremely packed and busy. People listening to 3-string play on his lute, singing tales of adventures going on, individuals drinking, having a merry time.
Okay. Yeah. Head to the bar and order a drink. And as I do, just ask the barman if he knows a distillery salesman by name of Hammond.
All right. Dernan comes up to you and says, "Oh, yeah, I have seen him a couple of times around here. He, not a bad customer, stays to himself. Typically has an assistant with him."
Does she look like this? And I kind of give a brief description.
Yes, female tiefling. Yep, that would be her.
Kind of look around. Are they here?
You see him kind of straighten up a little bit and look around. Says, "Oh, I don't see him, but I do see the young girl in the corner."
Oh.
Jenny.
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 Let's head over. I'll head over when I drink. What's she?
Was that you cut off?
What is she drinking?
You don't really see any drinks at the table she's at. She has a lot of papers and stuff that she's looking over.
Okay. I'll head over.
Okay. Everyone heading over with him? Or
Yep.
Yep.
We're not trying to be intimidating or anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna like sit near the loop player and listen a little bit.
oh, okay.
Keep my eyes peeled.
And as you approach, she doesn't even look up from the papers that she's staring at.
All right. Yeah, I'll just kind of sit down at the table. Say, hey, you wouldn't be Jenny, right? A friend of another tiefling by name of Pat.
Maybe. What is this pertaining to?
Well, Passion came to see us. She said that a friend of hers was supposed to deliver something, but never showed up. Said that the lady's name was Jenny.
Oh,
Matches your description.
and you said passion?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion.
Time to pull out the persuasion. Ooh,
Okay.
nailed it.
She kind of stops what she's doing and looks up and says, "Yeah, I've been forced to work late, and due to mistakes on Hamden's parts, dealing with the delivery of spirits to Lady Calaster. I can't talk. I ended up missing the drop, but I did discover that there are a couple of tiefling servants working for the Calasters, and I kind of struck up a conversation with a nanny, a young woman called Nana, but I do have the documentations here. She kind of starts rifling through her paperwork and pulls out a sealed envelope and says, "These are the reports that I needed dropped off. If you would be able to get them to Passion, it may help out."
Sure. Kind of a strange thing, but I mean, we were told that you work at the distillery, but asking there, nobody seemed to know who you were, neither your name nor your description, although they knew Hammond.
Yes, unfortunately, being a tiefling, sometimes I get overlooked or ignored.
I see. One would think that being a tiefling like yourself, you would actually stand out, but never mind.
Well, I believe I do stand out, and that's part of the problem with some of them.
Well, it seems that what you and your companions are trying to do is honourable. So I do wish you the best of luck. Let's make sure you take care of yourself. You look like you're working hard, and well,
Ask for a
just want to make sure.
Yeah, I do put in a lot of hours at the distillery, at least for trying to make sure that the salesman's records are correct. Yeah, he's not always the best at what he does.
I understand. Well,
No, we should talk to her. You should talk to her about setting up deliveries for our place.
Exactly.
I think the guild will have all of that sorted already.
Yeah,
And this distillery works for the guild. They mentioned so.
we're talking under the table.
She does say, I should get back to trying to figure out these papers. If you can get that to Passion, I would be in your debt.
Sure.
Well, at least
Looks
tell
like
her
just,
where the inn is at.
But yeah, we're if you ever need somewhere to stop off, we're over at the Troll Skull Manor on Troll Skull Alley. If you need anything, just feel free to stop.
Oh, it's much appreciated.
Well, we own the place, but we're also a group of adventurers, so fingers in many pies, as they say.
Oh, so will you be helping out the order then?
I'm not sure how involved we're going to end up being. I mean, she's just come to ask us for this, but who knows? Maybe there are things we can do to help. Just depends on circumstance, I suppose. Can't really say for sure right now.
Oh, that's understandable. Hopefully, we'll be able to lend your services wherever is needed.
Well, if you need a cave clearing out of goblins, or track down some bandits or anything like that, you know where to go.
Or wine cellar cleared out. We got you.
The distillery may need that at some point, so I will definitely keep that in mind. And you see her jot down a note.
Drumming up other kinds of business.
Yeah, we need to make business cards.
We should go into marketing.
We should.
All right. So with that, yeah, we'll head off to go and meet with Passion.
We should hire some tiefling to work in the bar.
Affirmative action.
Exactly.
All right. So you guys kind of head back to the bar, yes, and a little bit later, Passion shows up and inquires if you found anything.
As a matter of fact, we did. She was at a tavern. She seems like she's working really hard. Says that she missed the drop because she's working a lot of extra hours with the distillery. But she gave us the information, and I handed over.
Oh, excellent. She'll definitely look into this and hopefully find out even more from the information.
Well, I'll tell you the same thing that we told her. If you need a cave of goblins clearing out, some rats from a cellar, or some bandits tracking down,
Exterminators.
Oh, I definitely would like to keep you in mind, since offer maybe a kind of a part of our faction if you are willing. Membership
Sure.
into it.
Do you have any furbolgs?
We may have gotten some to the order. Like I said, we try not to discriminate against any of the not common races.
All right. I definitely want to join.
Oh, that's excellent to hear. I shall send a message if we need your assistance again, then.
We look forward to it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We should make up some coupons. Buy one, get one free. And sell them out. Buy one drink, get the second free.
All right.
Three drink minimum.
Well, so I mean, I don't know how much of the day we've taken up, but thinking about it, the Yawning Portal is a good place for adventurers to hang out, because a lot of adventurers go there, and as a result, people that need jobs for adventurers go there.
Yep.
All right.
Dude.
We need to see how they.
Clear it out quick.
We need to see how they run that place and put it to our business.
That's another, scout out another successful bar and see how it's
All right.
So yeah, over the next couple of days until the renovations are done, we're going to try and spend a lot of time at the awning.
All right. So, as you guys are, you take a couple of days, and the investigation finally disappears. So they're getting back to doing the renovations. It's all in all, since the beginning of it, we'll say 110 day has gone by. So you're able to market or promote and get an idea of what's needed to run the tavern. And you notice that Mert has been at the Yawning Portal a couple times. And on the...
I pay attention to what he eats.
Okay.
Wow, we are really going into this.
You do notice that he spends a lot of time talking to the barman and owner, Dernan. They seem to be really close friends. So anytime, he always seems to have a drink in his hand and food whenever he needs it.
Okay.
So
Like,
as
like rib, chicken.
turkey legs, things like that, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
We can talk to the barman after he leaves.
No, because I wouldn't do that. Then he'll know we're trying to figure out what he wants to eat.
All right. So one of the days that you're in there, Mert spots you all, and he kind of approaches you. He says, "Good evening, friends.
Good evening, sir.
It's been a while since I've seen you. Hopefully everything is going well. I noticed that the renovations have started up again, so hopefully the Troll Skull Manor will be up and running here shortly. Checking out the
Indeed.
local taverns, I take it."
Yep.
That's right.
We're on schedule and raring to go.
This is excellent news. So, I guess that you have a little bit of time for yourselves and are maybe looking for some excitement and danger.
Always.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of treasure, am I right?
Yeah.
Treasure
go
possible.
on
You have
this.
to pay it back.
Lots of gold, me hearty.
Well, then, tell me, have you heard of Blue Alley?
Blue Alley.
I'm
No.
afraid not.
No, but who are we killing?
No need for killing, but it will definitely be an adventure for you. He says, he sits down at the table and says, "Well, this alley is..." And then we'll go ahead and have everything fade to black and end the session there.
Oh.
Okay.
Fade to black.
All right,
So
so
we definitely need to get some wandering monsters in here to just throw a bit of XP around.
Yeah, exactly.
you guys got XP for this session. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We
so-
killed a ghost.
Oh, we did kill a ghost. You're right.
Yeah, and we got the information for the
We completed 2 missions or quests.
passion. Yeah, 2 quests.
Yeah, we got quite a bit done actually.
It's okay.
It's very productive.
Talk to a horse. Pretty little tiefling.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream and then jump back to you guys. All right, so I'm gonna thank you to Sea Spray, Karis, Deadly, Sick Boy, and Spartan for playing. Thank you all for watching, and if you like what you saw, please follow. If you want to play some D&D yourself, please check out the Daddy Warbucks D&D community. I run Adventure League games there on Tuesdays and Thursdays typically. Please check out the Extra Life team as well, trying to meet a goal by the end of the year of $100 raised. I believe we are only at 30 at the moment, but would love to have any contribute to that. Also, I will be adding other ways to maybe support the stream to help make sure we keep Roll20 going and getting different adventures here in the future. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Until next time, end of line.